First of all, this video itself here is for all these startups, all the people who are wanting to start a business but don't know exactly where to go, or they're unsure. There are prerequisites when it comes to starting your business. All right, welcome. So you are going to be in my starting classes. You are going to be welcome to a little insight of the small business world. In case you don't know me, my name is Jesus Covarrubias. I am actually the owner and founder of Integral Business Services LLC out here in SoCal, California. I'm a small startup. I own the full company. I started this up in 2020. I just kind of wanted to start now making YouTube videos to educate my audience for those who have tons of questions. In case you're brand new to my channel, you don't really know me. I like my content to be a little bit more raw, a little bit more real. I want people to realize that I'm just like them. I'm just like you. I started absolutely from the bottom. Zero clients, zero people, zero experience. Started grinding my way up to where we are today. Integral Business now has 2 years operating. It's been a fantastic 2 years. Of course, we go through up and downs too. So I wanted to make this so that we can start again doing some education. Being able to show you what we were able to do and how we're able to do it, so that you can do it yourself. We first start up in how to start a business in California. Of course, this is close to home because this is where I started. I've had plenty of businesses, adventures, and failures along the way. Enough that I said, okay, we gotta do something different here. Whole soul and heart into this company, and it's been amazing. Our first year, we've helped out over, I would say, 250 small businesses. Second year leading up to that, we went ahead, and I'll start going into this year, is we've been able to accomplish 300 small businesses within the first 6 months of this business. So it's been phenomenal. First of all, this video itself here is for all these startups, all the people who are wanting to start a business but don't know exactly where to go, or they're unsure. There are prerequisites when it comes to starting your business. And the biggest thing is following this timeline, getting you to the very end, which is graduation. This is right here, your business licensing. This is exactly what we all strive to do. I haven't seen any big business owners, any people that want to own and be their own boss, that don't have their business licensing, who don't eventually get a business license. So business licensing. And how do we do this? How do we go through it? Well, first of all, you have all the answers up here already. This is like, again, I want to give you everything that you need. But let's go ahead and start off from the very, very beginning. Number one is, of course, branding is second and business is number one. This is my first cardinal rule when it comes to starting a business here, is first is business, first is revenue, second is branding and branding name. Okay? 2, location, because location. You've probably heard this a million times. If you've been in business and you talk about business, you know that location is everything. 3 is choosing the right registration for you and yourself as a business owner. Number 4 is special permits and taxes. This is going to be avoiding the boogeyman, the big scary people, the ones that they just hired 600 something employees to come after you. That's what we're trying to avoid. And we're going to go briefly over that as well. And then finally, making sure that the state or the city that we're operating in allows us to say, hey, you are a business owner. Hey, you get to hang up a plaque with your business name on there and your name saying, hey, you are in charge of this. Congratulations. So looking to start your business in 2022, start collecting money, making business relationships, and doing what you love, being a boss. Well, look no further. We have a full, complete guide here on how to start your business in California. So you're looking to start your business, you want to be collecting money, you want to open up your business bank account, you want to start building business relationships. Well, look no further. We got a complete guide for you for 2022 on how to start that business. Now, number 1 is choosing your name. Now, I can't tell you how important it is to choose a business name. This is one of the first things that you want to make sure that you have out there. This is very, very clear. So 1 is choose your business name. I get asked a lot of times, especially more recently, as Jesus, what type of business name should I choose? What is the best name for me to be going over. Where do I start? And honestly, I always tell people there's two ways of doing this. One, you're gonna go generic and SEO friendly. SEO is just search engine optimization, meaning that if someone looks up how to find a mechanic, then you put mechanic into the name of your business. We've seen these everywhere. But think of businesses like McDonald's, Starbucks. Think of Nike. Do those have search engine optimization in their name? That when they first started, that I knew, oh, Nike is a clothing brand or a sports brand. I wouldn't know that. If I looked at McDonald's, I would have, when it was first starting, I would have been like, what is this, like a farm? So I tell a lot of people, choose a name that resonates with you. Choose a name that means something to you first, because that's gonna be something that you're proud of. A lot of people say Jesus Covarrubias Business Services Consulting, and then they're like, "Woo, let's do it." What happens is within a year they start building up their company, and I get a message, "Hey, Jesus, can I change my name?" Honestly, it's just I want something that relates to me. Always, always, always go with something that's personal to you. So first, you must pick a name. It is important to have a great name that connects with you. Nothing feels better than having a business name that you are proud of and represents you and your business. So, as a side note, do not get too hung up on your business name and brand. Again, as a side note, do not get too hung up on your business name and brand. Don't overcomplicate this process. Okay, we see so many businesses focusing on branding that they never officially start, or they prolong the process of starting. What does that mean? Well, always remember this essential for your business. Revenue first, branding second. You don't have a business if you're not bringing in money. So if you have a pretty, business, it's gorgeous, you got the typography correct, you got all this gorgeous stuff, but you're not making income, you don't have a business, you got a brand. And a brand without a business is not, I won't say it's useless and pointless, because there's going to be some places there that it would be, but for the most part, it's just not going to cut out for you. You want to be putting some money in your pocket. Second, as a tip, if you're looking for more business tips, tune in every 1st and 15th, okay, of the month for new topics of business startup info, tips, tricks, and the latest news. That is correct. So if you're looking for business tips, tune in every 1st and 15th of the month. That's when we're going to be coming up with new videos all the time to keep you updated with the latest tips, tricks, info, and news. Do you have a residential location or a commercial location? And try to figure that out. A lot of businesses now can actually start off from home, and you can actually have a home office. Our business actually started off from a home location first. We were all remotely based. So I was able to do everything online. Now we have this beautiful location out here in Monrovia. It's amazing, but it's not necessary. So for me, I actually have my business license from home, and I can actually have my commercial one here in this business location as well. So you gotta decide, where is my location? Am I a mobile service? Am I doing things from home? Am I using a laptop to carry it to places? Do I have, one of these workspaces? Or do I have a commercial brick and mortar? Very, very important. So, all right. So location is everything, even in a cyber world, even if you have an online business. If you are starting a business in California, location is important. So remember, when starting a business, always check zoning first. Always check zoning first. Okay, we have seen so many places get denied of zoning, and now these businesses are stuck in a location they never wanted to begin with. So some businesses will not be approved if you are located in the wrong location or address. We have seen beauty service businesses been denied for business license because of being located in a wrong location. But it is not just the beauty services. We have seen health programs been rejected for being in an industrial zone. This affects all businesses. What is zoning? Well, we will be talking more about this later when we get into more details of business licensing, okay? So for most businesses can be bleh. All right. Most businesses can have a home office. This is a great strategy for service-based businesses and tax advantages. Now, before we keep moving forward from here, remember, we are not CPAs here, so always double check with a business professional when it comes to your CPA or tax advice. All right. Just a little more insights for you. Now, every city has specific guidelines to what you are allowed to do from home. In most cases, you cannot bring customers or clients over to you, but you can go over to them. Okay, and that's totally okay. You can actually travel out. In some locations, you're even allowed to have storage. In most cases, you're not. So, just a little tip and trick. Just remember this. You can have a home office. It can literally be anywhere. It can be a small little 10 square foot designated area. You cannot bring people over, but you can go over to people. It's very simple. In some places, you are allowed storage. That's totally fine. There might be other specialty businesses that there might be a permit for you that allows you to bring clients over. You just want to double check with the city that you're working in. Overall, in a nutshell, make sure you choose your location wisely. Now, in the future, we are going to be talking to you about marketing and how it's very important that sometimes, even though location is important, it doesn't really always matter that your business is easily accessible, that your business is really out there, because you can always use great marketing to bring attention to your business. But I don't want to confuse you too much. Talk about that more later. Awesome. Great. We have some awesome rad sounding business names like Awesome Red Business. We also have, now we have our location. We know exactly where we're going to be working at. Okay, so now what? Well, it's time to register our businesses. There are so many options when it comes to registering your actual business. But I'm going to go ahead and talk about the three most common ones. These are your DBAs, your LLCs, and your corporations. Now, before I continue moving forward, just want you to know and take this as a side note. Okay, these are our experiences when it comes to us opening up a company. If you really want to get technical to the legal aspect of it, we always suggest a business attorney. Now, once you get that, we understand. I mean, attorneys are pretty pricey. Trust me, I hired one. It cost me over $3,000 for a contract. Come back to us. Come get some additional help. I guarantee you we'll be able to still help you out. Take that beautiful information from them. Build that relationship with an attorney. We highly recommend it. And then you can always just shop around to see what's better for you when it comes to forming your entity or your business. Okay? Now, and if you are unsure what is right for you, check out more information also on our website and our Instagram. We got tons and tons of free examples, free seminars, free videos just for you. Okay? Now, this is really, 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 really important. Okay? I get this all the time. What is right for me? And you're going to hear a thousand different ways of doing this. You're going to hear your cousin's way, your mom's brother's way of doing this, the tío, the tía, the nephew, the grandson, whoever it is. Oh, but my uncle told me to open up an LLC, but, oh, my cousin told me to do X, Y, and Z. I'll tell you right now, that is the worst. Unless they're like the actual professionals that we just spoke about, that is the worst possible thing you can do. Choose your entity, choose your registration on these three bases. What is working for you? What is customizable for you as a business owner? What is right for you? That is it. Okay, that's like the best advice that we can give you. Take that to a professional, and trust me, I know that they're going to be like, yeah, absolutely. Okay, because everything is base by base or case by case scenario. Two, reflect it on the type of business that you have. Okay, some are high risk, some are low risk, some don't require a lot of attention, others are going to require tons of attention. So choose it based on your business. And finally, your management style, the way that you handle business, the way that you run business, the way that you plan to hire or bring in investors or let people go. These are the things that are going to determine what is best for you. Again, if you're unsure, just come to our website, come set up a call with us. We'll be able to help you out. Now, never again, never choose the registration on what you think is popular or what you're hearing buzzwords coming around. I hear, I'm going to start an LLC because I heard everybody's starting an LLC. No. Don't do that. Shut it out. We're going to get that out the way, okay? Number 4, okay? So now you have Awesome Red Business. We got an Awesome Red location. We also know the type of entity we're going to choose. Special permits can include and are limited to contractor license, plumbing license, cosmos and barbers. You're talking about realtor license and so forth, okay? There are quite a few types of special permits, so look online and do some homework to make sure that you're compliant, and do extra homework to make sure that the services and products you're providing are covered with the permits that you have. This one's really heavy for me to talk about. This one always gets me because, let's talk about they who shouldn't be named. Yes, the boogeyman, the IRS. Okay, so yes, you got to write the tax people. Okay, so how do we stay tax and IRS compliant? Well, one, remember what I said earlier. The best possible way to get this information is directly through a CPA. They are going to be your best friends when it comes to your taxes, okay? But for the very simple and overarching stuff, I'll give you some core examples with our business, okay? So the most common permits that we see is a sales permit. In California, if I'm making physical sales, so I actually have a t-shirt company and a clothing brand, and what I do with that is I need to get a sales permit with the state in order for me to make sales. These are physical sales. These are tangible items that I can actually hold. And as long as I'm able to sell it, here, $5, thank you, sir. I need to collect taxes on that. Okay, this is for any businesses doing this. The beauty about having a tax permit here, a sales permit, it's completely free. They're very lax on how you operate it, and they're super, super helpful when you call them on how to actually keep up with this. They have been amazing to me. I've never had no complaints when it comes to the state and their sales permits. Can we say about the FTID, so your federal tax ID, that no one has talked about yet? Honestly, you've probably heard about this a million times. Your EIN, oh, the EIN. Hey guys, the EIN, it's amazing. Oh, yeah, there's a reason why there's a big rep to it. It's like having a social for our businesses. At the end of the day, this allows us to open up business bank account. This lets us get into leasing, renting, insurance, purchasing real estate. Yes, this is the ultimate move when it comes to building our business, building the credit and the rapport of our business. It is everything. I mean, I can even get into payroll with that and get W-2s, 1099s, and hire people. Now that we have it covered just about everything you need, there is one last final step. Yes, lucky for you, everything that we just mentioned previously is going to get you ready and set up. Okay, yes, and this is for your business license. In order to get to this point, we want to make sure that we got these things covered. Okay, because they are going to ask for it depending on what type of business you are, more or less. You're going to need each and every one of these. Cool? Now, okay. What makes you a full-on business owner? A title and an achievement that you can proudly hang in your business. You must apply for a business license in the city of your headquarters. Okay, you have to apply for the business license in the city of your headquarters. Okay, some cities might require you to have multiple business licenses. So, key example, I have my home office because that's the location that I had chosen. And then I got a physical location, and that physical location had to get my business license as well. So it went from 1 to 2 to the next. So this is my casita, home, and I got my license from here. So this is my license, okay? It's not the best looking license, but I got it. And then I got finally my office space. So this is my office space. These are all these amazing windows in this office space. Cool, and then I got my business license from there too, okay? Yes, I have two operating at the same time because I got both. And I get tons of benefits from having my home office and my physical office. Now, let me clear that up. There can be more or less steps that you require to start your business in California. This is why it's highly important to speak with a professional and seek legal advice. You want to have a successful business and to have a fun time doing so. The last thing you want is to worry about not doing things the right way as you are starting. There's going to be more or less steps when it comes to registering your business, depending on the type of business that you're in, depending on the location, depending on the type of entity we are, and so forth. But most of it is going to go over what we just went through, okay? The safest thing to always know is that wherever your headquarters is at, that's where you're going to require your first business license. Some places more or less are going to require one or two more, just depending on the type of business that you have. Why go through all of this? Well, you want to start your business off right. You want to start off your business great. You're already in business. The last thing you want to do is always be looking over your shoulder, having to retrace all your steps because you did everything wrong in the beginning. I've made plenty of mistakes when it comes to this. In fact, I have actually failed about 3 businesses within that time frame. I learned a lot, and one of the first businesses I failed was because I did all of this wrong. Not only did I lose thousands of dollars in getting this wrong, but I also literally almost faced time because of it. Yes, literally, it's gonna be a little criminal boy with a ankle bracelet and everything because I didn't do this correctly the first time. Looking at it now, it is challenging, it is confusing, but always come seek out help, ask us tons of questions. We're hoping that you have a wonderful business experience and a really good one and leverage everything that's available to you. Now, if you haven't done so already, if you did learn something new, if you love what you're seeing here, if you appreciate our authenticity, just being real with you, well, first, I want you to subscribe. I want you to follow us on ibs.llc. That's our Instagram account. And if you can, please drop a clapping emoji for me because you made it this far. I really do appreciate it. And if you do have any questions, leave it in the comments. Let me know what you would love us to talk about a little bit more. And then that way we can address it in the future. Thank you for watching.